What's up, everybody? Welcome back or welcome to It's Time to Talk Watertron Astrology. Happy new moon in Pisces. This is a timeless message, but this message is definitely geared towards the Pisces new moon that we are currently having on February 27th, 2025. So, this Pisces new moon energy is happening on the child asteroid in the sign of Pisces, opposing the asteroid Achilles in the sign of Virgo. Also, the asteroid Hercules is conjunct the child asteroid in Pisces. So there is a lot of inner child energy showing up. Pisces is all about the unconscious mind, okay? So there deals with a lot of this deals with a lot of unconscious energy. So these are things whenever we get to Pisces energy, the 12th house is activated. So things within the unconscious mind, things that we've stored, things that we've done on a generational level, things that we've done repetitiously throughout our lifetime start to come up to the surface when we go into the 12th house, okay? And this could be for better or worse, right? Because there's just so many emotions that sometimes we can store deep down within inside of us that when we come to Pisces season, it has to rise up. It has to be confronted. We have to look at it. We have to recognize it. So definitely the themes are geared around inner child, the unconscious mind, the heart, the body, the spirit, definitely deals with the more of the spiritual side of life, okay? The ego surrenders when we get into the 12th house energy. And so I've already channeled into the energy. I've already looked at all the asteroids. Because again, I'm a professional astrologer for anyone who is wanting to get any natal chart readings or birth chart readings, aside from my overall astrology tarot readings. But back to reading, I have already rolled the dice because there has been a lot of unconscious wounds that have been healed and transcended. Okay, and with this new moon in Pisces, there's a new preparation, a new phase of life beginning for you, okay? And this is one where you're going to be able to honor more of your divinity, more of your innocence because of the unconscious wounds that have been healed and transcended. So this message is really geared towards the overall love that you have cultivated that is ultimately supporting you at this time with grappling or overriding any negative thought forms, and allowing you to feel more optimistic, more faithful, more protected on a divine royal level, okay? This is also going to help you with just really attracting in more of this loving, abundant energy that Pisces can definitely tap you into. We also have Saturn who is in Pisces, so it's like that Saturnian influence is here where you could be getting a sense of karmic justice or a lot of like karmic rewards and retributions right now. It's ultimately looking at how much love you've cultivated internally, right? How much love you cultivated for your inner child, how much love you cultivated for your heart, how much love have you cultivated for your spirit, your soul, your mind, your body, okay? Roll the dice, and I have the sun in Cancer in the first house. And so the sun, is all about healing, especially when it comes into the sign of Cancer. But the sun is ruled by Leo, and it's like the fire element. And when we get Cancer, this is more the water element. This is giving me like temperance energy. So a lot of the intuitive nudges that you have been receiving have been guiding you towards pure water, so to speak, with Cancer. It's been taking you've been like following streams of like purity. What I'm getting here is like because the South Node is currently in Virgo, meaning there's a lot of this like earth-based energy kind of leaving where we could have been maybe too focused on the material, overly critical of ourselves, really over analyzing things with that Virgo earth energy. But a lot of you guys have been following your intuition towards the nearest stream is what I'm hearing. Like, you know, and I'm getting like, you may not have had a lot of water to choose from. This is just how this example is coming to my mind and how I can explain it best. You may not have had a lot of water to go towards, right? It may have been just little streams here and there that you can drink from to get you to the next stream, to get you to the next stream. And that's what you guys have been doing. You've been following your intuition until you get to the nearest pure space, the nearest clean environment, the nearest clean thought. You know, you've been doing this, you know, and this is how you have been able to cultivate more love, because it's like that water is symbolic of love. All right, so you've been following your intuition, being as loving as you can, working with what you have, and this has helped you to really override and grapple any negative thought forms. Okay, and this has brought you to more water. So it's like the stream has continued to grow, the love has continued to grow the more you followed those intuitive nudges. Okay, and we have this in the first house. Okay, the first house is your identity, it's your personality, it's you. Okay, the sun loves to be in the first house because it gets to really focus on itself, and everything revolves around the sun. So this is telling me that a lot of the work that you've been doing, a lot of these streams have been solely for you. But with Cancer, you know, that's the family, that's your inner reality, that's your emotions, that's your subconscious mind. So these things connect you to, like, this water that you're drinking, this nurturing that you're drinking, again, is not just for yourself. You know, it's for your mind, your body, your heart, your soul. And then if you have other people that you care for, that you love, you know, that you drinking that water, you cultivating that love is helping them to receive more love too. If some of you guys have kids, loved ones, parents, family members, you cultivating love, you finding that love, you taking care of your heart, you taking care of your emotions, your inner spirit, has helped your DNA, your bloodline. Okay, at the same time, because when we get to Cancer and we're talking about this Pisces new moon energy, Cancer rules the 4th house, right? And Pisces is the 12th house. These trine to each other, the 12th and the 4th house, you know. And this is the energy of, speaking of, like, generational patterns, bloodline inheritances, and looking at your DNA. And so it's like you've been moving through a lot of unconscious energy, intuitive energy, where you've had to really rely on your intuition to move you through and transcend you through a lot of these phases. But you've been able to do so. And I'm getting like there's a well of water, a waterfall of water now just gushing out for you, gushing out for yours, is what I heard. Okay, let's get some more information on this. A lot of you guys have definitely had to trust in your intuition, you know, and really understand that you're being guided to the right places and trusting in that. So let's get some more information on this message. We got Uranus with the moon. Uranus is all about change, you know. The moon is giving me that Cancer and energy again. Uranus conjunct the moon is very much so uncomfortable energy. You know, a lot of you guys have been in uncomfortable situations that you've had to really get yourself out of through utilizing your intuition. Okay, but then again, it's like you've done so much work when it comes to your intuition that I'm also getting like to say that message in a different way. It's like that you have gained the ability to change up situations, or to break down certain restrictions and limitations that could essentially try to block you if you don't have this intuitive understanding, this intuitive awareness that you have gained. Okay, so it's like, it's a gift, you know. It's a gift. It's like you've been able to utilize your intuition to help you maneuver through a lot of lower negative emotional energies and thought forms. Like, you've been able to utilize your intuition to override those energies, you know, even learn about how to override these energies. And I'm getting a lot of these energies are like lower emotions, you know, that you can get stuck into, that you've been able to successfully override and grapple yourself out of. Beautiful. Let's get some more messages on this. We got Neptune with Mars. So we got the outer planets here. Neptune conjunct Mars, and we got planets here. So this is like big energy, okay? Big energy. So Neptune conjunct Mars, yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is like that instinctive, impulsive energy where you're going towards the next. You're following your heart. You know, you're following your heart, okay? Following your emotions in order to cultivate more love. But it's like you've done so much good work on your intuition to where at the drop of a dime, you can follow your intuition and just like that, cultivate more love. Just like that, push against lower energies. Just like that, suddenly shift out of a stagnant situation, okay? Suddenly, just like that, just overcome. Overcoming any type of lower vibrations, lower energy that try to come at you. You know, really knowing how to transcend, to shift the energies, like utilizing your intuition. Like, this is how you've been cultivating more love. It's definitely through your intuition and following your intuition when it comes to how you need to heal things, what generational patterns you need to learn. Even when it comes to this Neptune Piscean energy, things may be hard to, you know, it's like that that mirrors, like things are not as far or close as they appear, something like that. But it's like, basically, you know, the external reality may be showing you one thing, but internally, you knowing where you're going, you're knowing what you have already been told, you know, on a higher level from the divine, from the creator, right? And having to just trust that, despite the lack of maybe seeing it in the reality, in the 3D, but knowing that doesn't mean that it's not there, because you feel it, right? You feel the love, you feel the emotions healing, you feel the emotional nourishment, the emotional satisfaction, okay? And so the feeling alone is so strong that it helps you to be able to override any types of doubts or negative feelings that could arise from not seeing it in 3D currently, you know, because all of it's manifesting, you know, and it definitely comes from the mind first. But again, we talked about this 12th house where it's the unconscious that's being activated. So the unconscious mind is deep within us, you know, and it's like that's the place where we're at right now on a collective level. Now, while you're in this place, you can really understand what you've been cultivating. If you've been cultivating this love, you're resonating with this message, you've been following your heart to the nearest, you know, waterfall, well, then this message is definitely for you, because a lot of what you have been working towards and cultivating is on its way to you on a 3D level. But mind you, it's already yours. It's already here unconsciously, subconsciously. So it has no choice. There's just an energy of literally continuing to follow your intuition as it continues to all manifest as a result of all the love that you've cultivated, as a result of all the unconscious wounds that you have healed and transcended. okay? Through following your intuition, through following your emotions, okay? Job well done. All right, let's get some tarot. Clarify more on this overall message. Okay, so we get the Page of Cups with the Six of Pentacles. All right, so Page of Cups, a lot of you guys can be Cancers, Scorpios, or Pisces. You guys could have Sun in Cancer, Sun in the first house. You can have Moon conjunct Mars, Neptune conjunct Mars, Uranus conjunct Moon, Moon in Taurus. So with the Page of Cups, you know, the Page of Cups is like talking to a fish, okay? It's like a fish right there. That's giving me this Pisces energy. And what this is giving me is like, you know, Delulu, how they all talk about delusional energy. But that's exactly what's been helping you to override and grapple these negative emotions. It's like having to cultivate love. So that means having to deal with the more emotional side of life, right? And having to understand how to truly love ourselves through this more Cancerian energy of nurturance, you know, emotional needs being met, understanding what your emotional needs are, and then finding ways to honor these emotional needs that need to be met, okay, to satisfy these emotional needs. So if you want to feel more happy, right, but you may not have all of the physical resources, so you feel, right? If there's anybody out there that feels like, hey, at one point you wanted to be happy, but because you didn't have certain resources on a material level, you almost acted as if you couldn't. This Page of Cups energy is the opposite. It's for a lot of the people who have been able to realize that I may not have everything that I want on a material level yet, right? But I can still be happy. How? You know, I can sing about what I love. I can write about what I love. I can manifest what I love, you know. I can find ways to cultivate that vibration through other ways, visualizations, scripting, singing, writing, honoring your feelings in different ways. So it's like being able to honor your spirit, right, without compromising it, regardless of any type of resources that you may not have, whether that be materially, physically, spiritually, energetically, at all. Just understanding that you can have what you want, understanding that you can gain it all, right? Understanding that the emotions have to stay pure, clean, loving in order to do so. And a lot of you guys have been holding this energy, you've been cultivating this energy to where this is why in your unconscious mind there's just so much love there. There's so much groundedness. You know, there's like with this Six of Pentacles, I'm getting like in your subconscious mind, in your unconscious mind, there's like this divine judge energy that is present because that's who you are on a deep, deep soul, divine child energy. And it's making sure that all parts of your essence is what I'm hearing, receive its fair share. So like your mind receiving its fair share, your ego receiving its fair share, your heart receiving its fair share, your body receiving its fair share, your spirit receiving its fair share. And it's like you've set the intentions. You know, I'm getting like you set the intentions in the water type energy. You set the intentions though. And then you followed your intuition to the next stream, to the next checkpoint. And this helped you to cultivate love on a very deep unconscious level, to the point to where like I said with Pisces, the energy grows legs and takes a life of its own, whatever you've been cultivating. And knowing that we have the child asteroid here that's also conjunct this new moon, you have your inner child is nurtured. Your inner child is the one that's just distributing this energy. The Page of Cups, there go the child right there. Wow, like, yeah. Your inner child is alive, healing, and thriving. And it's inside of you internally. And it's making sure balance is here for you. It's making sure it's distributing the healing accordingly. It's transcending things, it's unconscious wounds are gone. It's overriding the negative thought forms, right? Wherever they may show up, it's right there to give it a little bit of optimism, give it a little bit more faith, give it a little bit more royal protection, give it a little bit more abundance of love. Wow, y'all. Good job. Your inner child is very much so happy. And, you think of children have imaginary friends, and like they're all in a different frequency, and they're really not imaginary friends. They're really there. They're on that frequency. They're on that dimension. And this is where your inner child is. Your inner child is able to be a child, so to speak. And that's like perfect alignment right there, y'all. Clarify the Page of Cups, y'all. Clarify this Page of Cups energy. We got the King of Wands. Yeah, because I'm getting the King of Wands is a lot of y'all. Some of you guys can be King of Wands or Queen of Wands, take it however it applies. But the King of Wands is just giving me, the Page to the King. It's like, this is giving me who you are at present day. And the Page of Cups is who you are internally. And it's like the fire in the water. We go back to that because I talked about that with the Sun in Cancer. It's like you're alchemizing this energy. It's like you know your royalty, your divinity, who you are. This love that you've cultivated has helped you to recognize more of your divinity, more of your royalty, more of your power. Okay, and so with that energy, it taps you into this Uranus energy. Ain't nothing stopping you, okay? You have the action, you got the power, and you got the intuitive guidance. So what's up? Like, you know where you're going. You may not know exactly where you're going, but you know where you're going next, okay? That's how you've been moving. That's how you've been able to cultivate more of this love, okay? Clarify the Six of Pentacles. Wow, yeah, we get the Moon again. Like, we constantly get repeating cards. I love that, though, because it just means that the message is just in alignment, and it's a strong message whenever that card repeats. So the Moon here twice, clarifying this Six of Pentacles, which is ruled by the Moon in Taurus. Again, this is just you really following your intuition, man. And I'm talking about following your intuition in a way where there are unconscious energies that are needing things to be addressed. You're able to follow your intuition to heal unconscious energy. Subconscious energy that needs to be addressed. You're able to follow your intuition to heal that subconscious issue. Conscious energies that need to be addressed. You're able to follow your intuition to handle that conscious issue. Now, this takes a lot of practice. This takes a lot of intuitive understanding and awareness. It's like sometimes people get lost in the unconscious mind. They get trapped there. Whenever Pisces season comes up, people get overwhelmed, overstimulated, and things could lead to a lot of self-deception, spiritual delusions, and just undoings, But for a lot of divine children, divine souls out there, you guys have been following your intuition. There have even been people maybe within you guys' family that have been breaking curses, breaking things within the DNA, healing things within the DNA, and it's been benefiting the whole of the family, the whole of the bloodline, the whole of the DNA, the whole of your collective for some of you guys who are spiritual advisors out there, okay? Because this is Pisces 12th house energy. So some of you guys have been spiritual advisors and really helping your part of the collective to really grow and to cultivate more love. So I really appreciate all you guys out there who have been doing that work to support your inner child, because healing the inner child, taking care of the inner child, that's why the Moon came out here so much. The Moon is primordial energy, right? that is the child energy, right? Because it rules nature. It rules this sense of innocence in the sun as well as we got out here. So naturally, you taking care of your internal world, taking care of your inner child, taking care of your heart, your mind, body, soul, and spirit. This is helping the world. This is helping the earth. This is helping the cosmos. This is helping the universe, all right? Because this is raising the love vibration. This is connecting us to the essence. We're all children of the creator, okay? And so this is naturally supporting simultaneously the innocence within the world, the collective child, okay? So bravo, bravo, bravo. Until next time, I love you. Peace.